Another batch of our Hocus Pocus soap. I was originally inspired to do this soap by another very talented soap maker, Bath Indulgence Bakery, I think it was called. I saw it on Pinterest and I decided that this was what I wanted to do too. So we have our oils all together and we're just adding the lye solution right now. Slowly so it doesn't splash. Get every last bit out of there. Okay. So now I'm just going to stir this into a thin trace. We're using a fragrance called Blackberries and Magnolia. It doesn't tend to accelerate, so we have plenty of time to work with this soap. So as you can see, the oils and the lye are combining right now. I'm just going to bring it to a little bit of a thin trace before I start separating out my colors. Okay, and that looks good right about there. So I'll put my stick blender to one side. Now I'm going to measure out this because we're going to need a little bit more of the orange because we're going to pipe it also. So I'm going to measure out a little over 3.5 pounds of the batter. Perfect.
Wowza.
And then we have our pink and our black. This is for the swirl portion. And then the rest of the base is going to be white. So I'm going to whiten that up by adding a little bit of titanium dioxide to the basic soap batter. And then I'm going to mix that well with the stick blender. So you can see how that gets pretty white pretty quickly. All right, good. I'd like to get this a little bit thicker, but this is a fragrance that doesn't tend to accelerate much, so it could take a little while. Smells awesome. So now I just want to mix my colors a little bit too, so we're ready to do our swirl. So put that to one side. We used Amaranth Pink from Nurture Soap Supplies for our pink. And I forget which orange we used. I'll have to look at it. It's another Nurture. Not that one, I think I put it away. I'll look it up at the end of the... Okay, good. And now we used activated charcoal for the black. So let's just give that a little whirl too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour some of the white into my molds and do my swirling. Okay, so I'm going to pour the molds about half full. I want to reserve some for the top, so we're going to use our pink, back and forth, and save a little. Then I'm going to use my orange, save a little of that. So we're going to do the same for over here, pink. Orange. Then we're going to reserve the orange for the piping on the top later. Now some black. You want to sort of pour on top of one another. The colors push into each other to get the effect that you need. Yeah, that looks good. Every last bit. Okay, good. Finish up the black. The portion seemed perfect today for what I want. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the rest of the white on sort of on top of the So we have a little bit left over. I don't think we're going to be able to fit any more in there, so that's fine. You can always add it to the orange if we need any more for our piping. So we're going to let this sit for a little bit, and then we're going to get ready to pipe the top. We're back now for the piping part of the soap. We wanted to let this soap get a little bit thicker so that it was easy to pipe on top. And we're just about there now. So Margaret is doing the honors. Perfect. It's a really good consistency too, huh?
Yes, it's great. This is perfect, actually.
Sometimes it can get tricky if it's a little bit loose. It will all just kind of settle down. If it's too thick, by the time you're halfway through the soap, you can't get it out of the piping bag anymore.
Yeah, when it's too thin, you don't get any definition.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think we kind of...
Michelle, can you put this right under it? Oh, there we go. So cute. The hat makes it.
And then we put...
Oh, did we do glitter?
We did.
Orange?
I do believe.
Yeah.
Orange on black.
Orange and black.
Yeah.